Hello cookbook friends and welcome to the Cookbook Divas YouTube channel. My name is Katie and today we're going to go through this awesome, wonderful cookbook called Dana's Bakery. It's by Dana Pollack and I of course was really drawn to this because of all the rainbows and it's so colorful. There's a lot of chocolate. I looked up this bakery as well and they have a delivery service which I will make sure to link below. And a lot of their treats that they provide online are all gluten-free. And I was super surprised because, look at that. That's beautiful. All the rainbows, and it's really hard to do just gluten-free anyway. And being able to do all these different layers, like all these colored layers, and still making something taste gluten-free and good, and having a successful delivery service, that sounds awesome. If you've heard of Mookies before, so macaron and cookie combination, I think Dana Pollack is the one that kind of created it, or at least coined it. So I'm really excited to look into this cookbook. I did already attempt one recipe in this cookbook. I kind of messed up a few things, but I'm really looking forward to see some other things in here that I haven't been able to have since my diagnosis with celiac disease. So let's look at the table of contents. This is super colorful, super fun, and there's a lot of recipes in here. So we have Taste the Rainbow right off the bat. It's going to be an awesome cookbook. We have Death by Chocolate, Breakfast All Day, Cookie Dough, PB&J, S'mores, Birthday Cake, Citrus, The Basic Bitch, Red Velvet, which Red Velvet's one of my favorite flavor profiles. And then we have Cup of Joe, so all coffee. And that's my husband's favorite thing, is a whole bunch of coffee flavored things. So I'm really excited to look through this. And what I've noticed is really awesome and straightforward is we have, so this is the amazing Rainbow Angel Food Cake. Wow, glorious. But we see here, there's these tips. And so we have, for instance, if you can't find castor sugar, no problem. Here's what you can do to replace that. Also, if you don't have food coloring but you want to do something fun, use sprinkles. And then additionally, it says before whipping your egg whites, rinse the bowl of a stand mixer with white vinegar. I would have never thought to do that. And then no cooling rack, no problem. So there's a lot of cool things in here, but they also have addressed the fact that if you need to use a different kind of flour, you can just use gluten-free flour, 1-for-1. It's not complicated. And that's cool, especially since this is from a mostly gluten-free bakery. So the fact that you can kind of just use whatever brand gluten-free flour you want to use in substitute for just all-purpose flour, that's really cool. So let's look at some of the other recipes. We have, wow, this is larger than life macaron cake. This is pretty phenomenal. I don't know how, there's a lot of instructions here, so it's an elaborate cake, but it's worth it. That would be a showstopper. Let's go to chocolate because, who doesn't love chocolate? We have homemade mint peppermint patties. I don't know if any of you guys love that kind of stuff. There is this homemade Twix cake. That looks amazing. So good. And then, of course, we have the perfect 10 chocolate brownies. I might have to stop this video and make brownies right away because this looks just, and look at how easy it is. There's really not that many ingredients in here. Then we have, so this is something that's fun, homemade Pop-Tarts. I love that. And again, there's pro tips in almost every single recipe depending on what you're making. There might be substitutes you might need to use or, just some additional things that, additional knowledge that's really helpful. She also provides just an extra snippet of her life, like where she found these recipes from, why she wanted to create these recipes, and I just think everything she's created is fairly straightforward and classics. Cookie dough milkshake. I haven't had one of these in such a long time. This looks really good. Then we have This is the cookie dough section. So we also have doughy and delicious ice cream sandwiches. It almost looks like she's frozen the cookie dough, and then, so it's basically like no bake, and then you put ice cream in the middle of it, which wow, that would melt in your mouth. So good. Now we're into the PB&J section, which I was a little concerned about, but honestly, there's some really cool things in here. This is a grape cobbler with peanut butter cookie topping. That is brilliant, and it looks beautiful. It looks just very delightful for summertime and even fall, I would say. We have, for any peanut butter lovers out there, this is anytime, anywhere, double stuffed cookies. This is just peanut butter and jelly in cookie form. Like, you can see the peanut butter and jelly oozing out. This is one of my favorite things as a kid. I think this would be such a fun cookbook to do with your kids because, you know, nobody's going to oppose like making homemade Nutter Butters. Those I would prefer over the regular Nutter Butters. I'll go through a few more recipes in here. We have Funfetti ice cream cone cakes. I've not seen this before. I've seen a lot of different Funfetti variations, but a ice cream cone, this is actually a really cool idea. And summer birthdays, then you can kind of make it seem like, oh, it's an ice cream cone. Nope, it's actually cake. That's fun. We have these rolled sugar cookies, very easy, fun, slick. These look really cool. And then lastly, wow, bold and beautiful funnel cake. This is in your red velvet section. You can kind of see that it is, you know, it's bright red. And wow, I've not had a funnel cake, and I can't even tell you. It's been since I was like 2. And this looks amazing. This might be my next project, honestly, this weekend. So this looks awesome. Check out Dana's Bakery Cookbook. It's bright, vibrant. Animal cookies are in here. There's a lot of things I didn't show you guys. Obviously, the Mookie recipe is in here. There's just a lot of really fun, playful bakes that you're going to want to make all the time. It's just, everything's so vibrant and cool. I really, really, really enjoy this cookbook. So let me know what you guys think if you do decide to get this cookbook and start baking some of the things out of it. I'd love to see your creations. It's fun. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching this YouTube video for Cookbook Divas, and make sure to subscribe and like down below before you leave. If you want to learn more cookbook content, come check out our Facebook page, Instagram, Pinterest, and we also do a podcast. We try to publish every Friday. It's our cookbook roundup episode where we bring you brand new cookbooks. So thank you so much for listening, and make sure to have a fantastic week. Happy cooking!